This is evaluation question 3, and I'm going to talk through how we use media technologies in the construction and research and planning and evaluation stages. Firstly, we used Blogger to plan and show evidence of pre-production and post-production. We did research into locations and mainly clothing and props as well. So this here is a time toast of the locations that we were going to go to and the date and times of when we was going to film. Right here, and here we have the props and the costumes of what we were going to use. So for example, we have flowers, and we said the first artist will have a bunch of flowers as he goes to the cemetery to visit his loved ones. And like we spoke about the fake blood that we was going to use, the glasses and the notepad and clipboard for the psychiatrist. Here we have the locations that we were going to use, like the cemetery for Brix's verse, and our second location was my house, which was the verse for Bobby's. We then had our fourth location, which was where we were going to fill in bass tracks for all three artists, including Ari, the singer. And our fifth location here was at Archway under the Suicide Bridge. We were planning to get our main singer Ari standing underneath the bridge where the cars were going past, standing in the middle of the road, getting that nice effect of the cars moving past him in slow motion while his lips were in sync. Yeah, this is basically the Suicide Bridge as well, and we were filming right where this post is here. We've also created a Wix website to display our artists' images, contact details, and tour dates. So yeah, and here that is the website on full screen. Here's the tour dates. So we have Coco in Camden, Roundhouse, Chalk Farm, O2 Indigo, London, and Birmingham, England. And we have the news of his music video being released, some images of our video shoot, and images of our artist himself. And we also have the actual track posted on the website as well for their fans to listen to. In our blog, we have also created a Candy Media Twitter account to keep the teachers updated on what we were up to. For example, location scouting, shooting and changing locations, etc. So yeah, we used sites such as YouTube to get inspiration and ideas from other videos. Some of the videos we were inspired from were Potter Papers, TBH Cocky, Benny Banks, Show Me the Way, Political Pete, Get Lean, and Crept and Conan, My Story. From Potter Papers video, we were inspired by this bit here. You see how they have used the psychiatrist for the artist to basically spill out his pain. That's basically what we done for Bobby's verse. So this is where we got our inspiration from. For other videos such as Benny Banks, Show Me the Way, there's locations in the cemetery, and that's where we got our ideas for Brix's verse, for when he's basically he's meant to be as if he's talking to his dad in the cemetery. And for Political Pete, Get Lean, we got the ideas for the transitions, the non-visible transitions. I'll show you that a bit later on. So yeah, and Photoshop. Another technology we used for construction is Photoshop, and this was to make my ancillary and advertisement. I added images of my artist and I put the crosshatch effects on them to make them stand out. And I used a paintbrush tool, as you can see here, to add like a graffiti paint type effect. And I used that paintbrush tool to cut off their bottom half so that it doesn't look unprofessional, because it cuts off instantly here, which wouldn't look too good. So I covered that up with the paintbrush tool and used that actual paintbrush throughout the whole theme of the ancillary and advertisement. Um, I also added text here, as you can see, the song list at the back, the website here displayed here, the actual logo of their label, things such as barcodes and parental advisory, explicit content stuff, um, and the terms and conditions and rights read out here at the bottom as well, with their slogan "Play Dirty," and obviously presents. And another technology we used was Final Cut Pro, and obviously this was one of the main softwares that we use. It was to construct our music video and put it together. So the things the things Final Cut Pro was very helpful for was using it to slow down footage to get slow motion with lip sync. So what we did here was we used the camera to obviously record the performance shots, and we recorded it on 50 frames per second. We sped the track up by double speed, and then we brought it into Final Cut Pro. We then slowed the footage down to 25 frames per second and put it into Final Cut. This made it so that the movement was in slow motion, but the lips were in sync. And we can preview some of it here. For example here, and the main bit was the chorus where we used the slow motion effect. Right there. So yeah, and things such as cross dissolves were also used. For example here, we use a cross dissolve to bring in together two separate different clips. And another place that we used cross dissolve was in this area here. But then preview it. Sorry. Right here. Gave it a smooth transition for the singing bits, as sharp cuts wouldn't really go in with the flow and the track that it was playing at. Also, I color graded each clip individually. Set the mids towards the blues, whites towards the green, and I kept the blacks centered. Brought down the saturation quite a bit, and played around with the adjustment and contrasting levels. And that was done for each and every clip. And I used a different color grade for this specific area here, and I brought it down lower a bit more. Especially I played with the blacks a bit more here and brought it towards the blue section a bit more. And yeah, and it gives it a more purple color and a warmer effect than the outside shots here. I also used the widescreen effect. As you can see here, I added in a widescreen effect, placed the type on 2.35 ratio to 1, and kept it at that, and played around with the offset every time it moved. I also made an animatic digital storyboard before we even made the video itself, and I used the actual song that we used for the video, and I added some movement into it. So wrote it so moving left, panning right, to give it a better feel than just plain sitting there by itself. And that is my third evaluation question.